The Yankees have changed their facial hair policy, and I think there's a golden opportunity now. Hear me out. Who wants an endorsement? Give me a Yankee that you think would be a good spokesman. Who's got some personality?
That's a tough one.
No, I would say Jazz Chisholm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, this is a good one.
Fun guy.
What if Jazz Chisholm?
Very colorful guy.
Yeah.
What if Jazz Chisholm pops up on screen and is like, hey, everyone, Jazz Chisholm here. As you might have heard, we don't need to shave anymore, but that doesn't mean I don't shave at all. And he's a new spokesman for, like, Manscaped. You know, there's the Yankees. How is someone not going to cash in on some deal to be the face of all those manscaping products you constantly see?
Oh, no, I think they should cash in on it. I'm all for it. Progressive Steve is what they're calling me. I'm willing to adjust to change, and maybe that's where we kick this off because it wasn't the only change. I think it's one of the greatest acquisitions that the Yankees made in the offseason, facial hair.
And the ladies love it, too.
The ladies love it, too. Facial hair. I think it's good, but I am surprised. Much like most things in this world, we're split down the middle. Halftime was great. Halftime sucked. Kendrick Lamar is awesome. Who the hell is that? Political views, everything. I would say it's about 60-40. 60% of my Yankees friends and fans, and if you just go on social media, are like, yo, that's great, about time.
I'll give you another one.
40% are being nerdy about it.
I'll give you another one. If you've seen in some of the spring training highlights so far, Danny G, you know what it means now. What does tapping on your helmet mean?
Review the pitch call.
Yes, sir.
Ball strikes. Are you for or against that? Because my friends are 50-50 on this.
Danny, I like it.
Yeah, I guess just got to get used to it.
Yeah, I mean, they got to figure it out. That's what they're doing right now.
You're only allowed to do it a couple times a game. So I think the simple fact that
your boy Polar Bear Pete doing it this weekend.
Yeah, I saw that, and it was a strike 3, and he's like tap tap tap. They said no, that was low and inside. You were right. He's back in the batter's box now. I think because you still get the umpire human element in there.
Yeah, and you can't challenge it all the time.
It's, I believe, 2 times a game.
Like I said, they're ironing those things out.
And they're not going to do it this year, but I think the fact that they're experimenting just proves your point that people are polarized on these topics. I think if it's 2 times a game, if every at-bat you have the guy being like, hold on, tap, tap, tap on my head, 2 times a game in key moments, because nothing's worse than you got a guy up, runners on base, and you're like, he got called out on that pitch?
That's the worst, but you got to be right.
You want to get it right. Tap, tap, tap-a-roo.
You don't want to slow down the game. We've made some improvements by speeding it up, but if we can make it better, I'm all for it. And again, that's why they're calling me Progressive Steve. I don't know. It's really catching on.
Who was calling you that?
Everybody, dude.
I think
Progressive Steve.
Let him roll here, Danny. I don't know anyone, but let him roll.
Progressive.
What about Flo?
No, because everyone usually, thinks I'm some sort of stick in the mud that's sort of old school and doesn't like change. But, man, I've been on a streak lately.
Hey, Steve.
There's a new one I'm going to tell you about, but I want to remind you, too, that we're broadcasting live from the TireRack.com studio.
Oh, yeah.
TireRack.com will help you get there. An unmatched selection, fast free shipping, free road hazard protection, over 10,000 recommended installers. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. See, I used to like to go to the tire shop and pick them out, but not anymore. Progressive Steve goes to TireRack.com.
So what else makes you Progressive Steve? Oh, the fact that you would with Flo?
I would not with Flo. Speak for yourself, projector pants. Maybe you would.
Projector
What?
pants?
You're projecting on me.
Flo.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought he had a
maybe you-
projector in his pants.
Yeah, maybe you got the hots for Flo. She's a good woman.
So why you Progressive Steve?
All right.
Because you're okay with the Yankees facial hair.
Yeah, but, and there's more to this. Yankees made another announcement over the weekend, and you would think.
Something else we've heard you.
Yeah, but you would
rant
think.
about.
You would think that me and other non-progressive people, for the most part, would be mad about this, but not me.
You would think that Covino has the ear of Hal Steinbrenner. No joke.
Right. No, I'm all for this.
I feel like Steinbrenner's on the elliptical during our show.
So check this out.
I wouldn't be
He eats
shocked.
calzones with him every day, like
Yeah.
George Costanza.
He's
used to
listening
do.
to me. When I was a kid growing up and I'd go to some Yankee games, the few times a year my dad would take me because he barely did. But when I was a teenager and I started to go on my own, there was a tradition. And the tradition was when the Yankees win, the Yankees win.
Oh.
little Steve would celebrate, and they would play New York, New York by Frank Sinatra. Start spreading the news. And it just gave you that cool New York vibe. You're walking out high-fiving strangers. Yeah, nice win. And then when they lost, this is when I was a kid. I don't know how long this lasted, but I promise you this is what it was. They would play the Liza Minnelli, the weak-ass version of New York, New York.
That's a good version.
It's not Frank Sinatra. It's not all Blue Eyes. So if they lost, they would play her weak-ass version.
So they played the broke version during losses.
Yeah,
You know, I don't know how true that is, but Covino said it enough that in my mind, I'm like, oh, yeah, of course. When the Yankees lost, they played Liza Minnelli.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a fact.
What do you think? I'm making it up? But somewhere along the lines, right, years went on, they would play, regardless win or loss, they would end it with Old Blue Eyes, Frank Sinatra's New York, New York. And to me, that never vibed. I'm like, why are you giving me the Old Blue Eyes when we just lost? It's not the same when the Yankees lose, and you're walking out and they're playing this grand, awesome song about New York.
Hey, I was saying, cue up the Sinatra, New York, New York, because picture you as a kid, if you're a Yankees fan, which I'm not, he is, but if the Yankees win, strike three, game over, and, you know, the legend of John Sterling's saying, the Yankees win. It makes sense to hear.
You hear those horns.
New York,
horns
New York.
kick in. You're like, yeah, start spreading the news. That's a good feeling. So that's synonymous with winning. And all of a sudden, when the Yankees lose, they also play that, but not anymore because they're changing it. And Progressive Steve is all about it. Guess what they're doing now?
Oh.
Instead of playing Frank Sinatra when they lose,
God, they're going to play Fat Joe.
they should. Yeah, that would be so good because it's synonymous with losing.
I know.
No, but they're actually going to play another Frank Sinatra song. Rich said in other articles they're going to rotate it, but the main headline is they're going to play "That's Life." That's what the people say.
Another Blue Eyes song, but
it's more fitting for, hey, they lost. Oh, that's life. And you walk out the stadium with your hands in your pockets, shrugging at people. Hey, what are you going to do? We'll get them tomorrow, pinstripes. Oh.
There it
And
is.
I'm all for it.
Oh, the Yankees lost to the Red Sox. Oh, well.
That's life.
People
Isn't this
say-
more fitting to a loss? It's just, what are you gonna do, right?
So you're telling
hey,
me-
what are you gonna do? We'll get them tomorrow.
Down in May.
So you tell me the Yankees are 2 for 2 when it comes to progressive moves.
Dude! The stiffest organization in sports.
Back on top.
I still think lean back would be better.
That's really funny, Danny. But I think it's a solid move. And believe it or not, people are complaining about that too. I'm like, you're still getting Sinatra, you dorks. And why play New York, New York when they lost? That's Life is a great way to walk out the stadium and be like, shucks. Yeah, I guess Garrett Cole had a bad one today.
Like the Yankees, that's just your team. Think of other franchises. Danny G, living out here in L.A., I'll go to a couple Dodgers games each year, even if they're not playing the Mets, just to go check out a ball game. When the Dodgers win and they hit, "We love L.A.," feels good. Imagine they
Randy
played.
Newman.
Imagine they played that when the Dodgers lost. It wouldn't feel right.
No.
Yeah, so to me, it was a perfect change. Progressive Steve approves. What are your thoughts? Now, based on that, I started thinking about myself, and I'm like, am I changing, man?
By the way,
am I changing? Am I just like easygoing Progressive Steve now? And then I started thinking about, well, you know what? I've been progressive about a lot of things. Not everything. But, you pick and choose your battles.
So here's the question for the COVINO Rich Fox Sports Radio Nation. What changes in sports and life have you welcomed with open arms?
Can I give you one, bro, just to really kick it off? Because I'm really passionate about this one.
And can I just say, I know it probably brings up bad memories for you, but I was Sam. If you have the Randy Newman, I love L.A., I feel like the guy at the stadium hit that song before Freddie Freeman even hit first base on that grand slam in the World Series, because in my mind, I'm like, the minute he hit it, this song turned on.
Yeah, this, again, it's about winning, right? So, yeah, you water down the Yankees, New York, New York when you're playing it when they lose.
Remember, it was like, Gibby, meet Freddie. And that great call from Joe Davis.
Yeah, this is a winning song. You don't play it when they lose. Do they play anything when the Dodgers lose, Danny?
Yeah, just background music. I don't think it's any certain
It
song
makes sense, right?
after a loss.
You'll
This
still
is a
hear
joyful,
this.
uplifting song.
Right.
Of course, I'll double check that, Covino. I haven't been to the Dodgers stadium since they raised all the prices.
Well, Danny,
Oh, wow.
Danny, I was going to say, 81 home games with the Dodgers roster this year. They'll have to find a losing song like 9 times.
So yeah, exactly. You don't have to play it all that often. Now, as far as other progressive things that you think back on, you're like, you know what, that was a good change, and I rolled with it. I'm glad I did. Could be sports related, could be life related. Hit us now. Let's get involved. Get the week going at 877-99 on Fox at Covino and Rich. This may sound corny, but at first you were like, I don't know if I'm ready to make this change. I sort of leaned into it, and I never looked back. I'm so glad I did. And you're going to say, what? That's corny, but it's not, because I think you're corny if you're still holding on. And that is stretchy material jeans. Stretchy jeans. Stretch jeans.
I can't argue you.
Bro, at first I'm like, what is this?
Like pajama jeans?
No. Just stretchy material. Stretchy denim.
I
Stretchy
agree
denim.
with him. I will not wear a pair of jeans now.
They feel like cardboard. I would never wear a pair of like cardboard denim Levi's anymore. Get out of here.
That's 100% pure cotton. Denim is pure cotton. So
Am I working in a coal mine somewhere? I don't need
right?
that.
Going back to the original Levi's, right?
Exactly. I'm not panning for gold somewhere.
It doesn't breathe very well.
Not panning for
prefer.
gold.
Wow, there's gold in them in our hills.
Well, you know what? It's funny because they find old Levi's in all these old gold mines.
Right.
And
I've seen those.
yeah, they're worth a lot of money, but it's the original denim and it's stiff as a board. I really enjoy stretchy denim. It's the best. I wear them all the time.
I love
will
how-
never go.
I
It's
back.
got your
love how-
polyesters in there,
You
your
know what-
rayons, and
you know
your
what I love?
Progressive Steve gives it 2 thumbs up.
I love
progressive
that.
polyester Steve.
I love that is the first. I love that's the first example you think of.
Who doesn't like to be comfortable? You kidding me? The first thing you'd want to do when you got home from work or anywhere was take off those horrible cardboard jeans you would wear.
I can't disagree with Covino. If you are someone that wears jeans, the minute you go to that material that's a little stretchy, you're not wearing old cardboard hard ass denim
Just
again.
a little stretch, that's all. Just a little, not pajama
we'll give.
stretch, just a little denim stretch. But any other things that come to mind that progressive side of you said, you know what? That was a good change, man. I love it.
As far as rules go, I've always been one to embrace rules. And when
Like the pitch clock. That was
when
great.
when baseball said, "Hey, we're gonna speed up the game a little bit," old heads were like, "Hey, you're ruining the game." And it's like, no,
Nah.
I'll be honest. You have a manageable 2.5 hour game now. It's fantastic.
It was good. I was all for, again, like at least seeing how it worked out. Let's see how it works out. Because that's what's really dragging the game on. As Michael Kay would say, an unmanageable 3.5 hour game. Like, come on. It took up your whole day. So other things in life that you're glad you accepted because it made things better. Another one is when they first came out, I'm like, that's corny. And that's City Connect jerseys, the City Connects, because old school, traditional Yankee guy, I was like, I don't like it. And now, as a Yankees fan, I wish they would make that move. Give the fans another option. You're not messing with the pinstripes or their tradition. It's just an alternate that everybody's doing. It's for the fans. It's for fun. The City Connects. I love your Mets ones, Rich. I think they're great. And, I think the reminder here is you got to be a little more open to things. Not everything's going to work out, but you got to be a little more open.
Sometimes I'm too open to change because a lot of times I feel like we need to freshen things up. I'm an impatient type of guy. For instance, there are people that I remember they were bitching and complaining when they started doing Thursday night football. And anytime the NFL adds a game, like the Black Friday game, or we're going to add another playoff team, I've always been pretty receptive to those. But in baseball, I think the best change, and I know people resisted it, but when you have a 162 game schedule, keep in mind we're going to start within a month baseball, and that goes until October. When they didn't have wild cards, and it was like division winners, and that's it. Your fan bases would be checked out by the All-Star game. The fact that I know it prolongs the playoffs and not always the best team moves along, but the fact that they have multiple wild cards and it keeps fan bases interested, I feel like baseball's made more wise decision than weak ones.
Absolutely. It keeps people invested way longer. So any other changes that come to mind where at first you were unsure about it, but it worked out for the better in sports, in life? Let's wrap it up with your calls at 877-99 on Fox. 877-99 on Fox. We got Tom in Portland.
What's up, Tommy?
What's up, my boys? How goes it?
What's
Hey,
up, buddy?
Hey, so something I resisted really, really bad. Crocs. You know, you think that They look ugly. They're horrendous. They can't be comfortable. They're just rubber, whatever. I put off wearing Crocs until this year. I just bought 5 pairs.
Let me tell you, you shouldn't be rocking them everywhere, but I will. The problem with Crocs,
I can't do it, man.
Tom, here's the problem. The problem is Crocs are comfortable, and you start out by saying, I'll wear them when I do yard work. I'll wear them when I'm in the, tinker with my car or something. And then it's, all right, I'll wear them to the coffee shop.
Yeah,
then
but
before
even
you
yard
do-
work, that's dangerous until you drop a garden weasel on your toe or, you hedge clip your big toe off because you're wearing stupid rubber shoes.
They're the gateway drug to slobbiness.
I don't
They
know.
really
I
are,
can't
Danny.
do
That's
it.
the best way to put it. The Crocs are the gateway drug to lazy sloppiness.
Yeah, they're the gateway to wearing pajama pants when you're out and about.
Hey, he's
I don't
right.
know, man. I know they're comfortable, and I know that everybody's on them, and I know that people wear them, love them.
Yeah,
So
I'll wear them. I'll wear them for my kids' drop off at school this morning. Then you're like, I'm wearing Crocs to school drop off. Oh, I don't know.
I'm still reluctant. I know how comfortable they are. Of course, I've tried them on, but it's still a great answer because I know that so many people love them. I just can't get behind it.
What?
Thank you, Tom.
What were you reluctant to accept, but you adjusted and you said, you know what? I'm okay with it now. I got one for you. You're not even thinking about it.
What?
When I first met Covino, this guy would mock me when I talked about how whoever I was dating at the time, like, yeah, we watched, and I would name like a reality show. He would bust my huevos nonstop. And this is the guy that with his girlfriend watches everything from Vanderpump to The Bachelor to Love is Blind to anything.
I mean, she watches it.
Oh, okay.
I
You're
sit there.
there for the ride?
I'm just,
Yeah, well, reality TV.
Yeah, but they didn't change anything to make me like it. I just was always reluctant. I guess I just made the change. That's just part of being
You
Progressive
made the
Steve, I
change.
guess.
You
Yeah.
embraced it.
Progressive Steve.
Let's go to Randy in Pennsylvania. What's up, Randy? Hold on one second. There you are, Randy. What's up, man?
Hey, doing well. How you guys doing?
Oh,
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing? I was for the longest time I was afraid to do like the Face ID on my phone because I was thinking Big Brother's going to now have my Face ID track me everywhere. But you know what? He's already doing that. So it was just like just accept it and go along with it. And now I can't even get into my bank unless I have the Face ID because I forgot what my password is.
Hey,
So
Randy,
I gotta have
you ever have like a really hungover or ugly day, or you're just looking really shaggy and like it's not recognizing you, so you start feeling bad about it?
Your phone's like, you look like garbage.
I'm like,
I'm not even acknowledging
How
you.
much weight did I gain in one night?
How many beers did I have? How
Yeah.
bloated am I?
Loser.
I know, it's the worst. I'm like, it's me,
Loser.
Jessica. It's me, phone.
Nope.
All right, well, I am all for the new Yankee moves, and that got us thinking.
But honestly,
the end.
what it does is it reminds you, in sports, in life, there's going to be changes. It's whether or not you want to embrace it, if you want to be resistant.
A lot of it is app related, Rich, for me. Like, I now make my haircut appointments via the app, where I was not into doing that.
Yeah,
at
you
all.
stopped-
Like, nah,
Covino
I want to show up and get a haircut. I don't wanna-
Stop going to our barber, who's really good. We used to go to the same barber.
Scandal?
Scandal, no. Our buddy Addy, who works here in the Valley, he's popular. And I bring that up because if you want a haircut about a week and a half out, you got to go on his app and reserve a
but
time. And
with
Covino's
this
like,
guy,
I don't
you
do
have
that.
to, you have to do it like 2 weeks ahead of time. I still make mine, but like for the next day, right? Or like 2 days later.
Not easy, man. You got
All
to
right.
adjust.
So